So good afternoon, everyone. So to continue our recording yesterday about the peace education. So I'm going to have a recap about yesterday about the peace education. So when we say peace education, it talks about how people or individuals resolve conflict, how to live a harmonious life peacefully, and then how do they interact in a peaceful manner towards the community. And then aside from that, peace education teaches individuals how to live in a harmonious way. And aside from that is how to resolve conflict in a non-violent way. And then to continue yesterday about the situation in global, national, local, we're going to proceed with the local now. So here it is presented that the Office of the Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation and Unity, formerly known as OPAC, this agency is issued a proclamation number 675, declaring September every year as National Peace Consciousness Month, in which the goal is to raise awareness of peace, promote a culture of non-violence, and encourage the active participation of schools, communities, and government agencies in peace-building activities. So the goal of this proclamation number, especially of this agency of OPAC is to have a peacekeeping towards the Philippines, in which different departments and agencies that participate. For example, these activities, mga conference nila, about communication, dialogues towards the citizen, and aside from that is caravan, like mga outreach programs na sa ilang ways and agency kapag participate. And then, that's from that is na itong mga agencies na kailangan is na national level in the Philippines, and then mo siya sa right side, mo siya ang picture na pag-start September 1, which is last month na siya nakuha na ako na data, which na-celebrate sila sa Peace Consciousness Month. And then kami ang national level of the Philippines is napagawa sila o free reading sa e-book is kasi activity na in which na ma-access individual na ma-read sila o e-book for a 30 minutes to 1 hour in which free na to. And then aside from that is mga activity na nila na nag-promote yun o peacekeeping o mga activities towards the community. And then our situation talaga sa different agencies in the Philippines is katong sa first sa OPAC Pro, is katong sa Bilakan Celebration, Organized Peace Forums, Policy Dialogue, sa Nationwide Peace Campaign. Basta depende naman yesterday na discuss mo sa ipa-integrate sa DepEd ang peace education, which ang sister yung makita natin sa policy education, sa history nato, sa policies and government, and then sa legal management sa kasi makita. And then aside from one is na makita nila siya sa policy education daw mag-instead sa subject or integrated. And then all na siya sa DepEd. But sa CHED naman, is their universities and colleges to integrate peace education activities for seminars, research, peace lectures into their programs. One example natin is for example, kanakakuha peace education was mga topic sa discussion as of the moment. And then nasaya na ang common din sa forum the seminar is kung nakasaya siya yung National Peace Month last month, which naalala sa CHED is ang mga division, school division is sila ay conference na held. And then ang DILG is proposed peace caravans, community cleanups, dialogues, and interfaith activities. And then ang AFP and PNP together is an highlight their peace-building roles such as community outreach, medical mission, and dialogues with conflict-affected areas. Usually, nagagawa sa mga AFP and PNP together with the DILG is collaboration is na kailangan work towards the outreach program real in everyday life. Example, some schools in Mindanao promote interfaith understanding between Muslim and Christian students. Like here is integrated sa values education nato, specifically makita nila sa mga elementary na ESP nato or GMRC, like understanding different cultures sa mga students, sa mga ethnicity, or and then parang iba, different mga culture from tao, and then masa ka expose, asa ka labo, wala siya ang pag-understand sa values education, and then aside that sa GMRC sa integrated na different type of diversity into the classroom, isip pa sa mga students, and then ESP teachers are trained into lessons of cooperation, non-violence, and cultural respect. Community-based organization and NGOs like e-centers in Mindanao also help in creating programs that strengthen conflict resolution and peace culture at the grassroots level. So specifically natin sa ESP, first nato, isa sila classroom ako, ang example natin is dahil away estudyante, kasi mga teacher, ginawa sa niya pag-medal sa issue. So in that way, is they're going to resolve the problem in a peaceful manner in which non-violence conflict resolution ang walang ko, usually is communication and dialogue between the teacher together with the students para masaktan kung sa problem o para mas iba and aside na lang, community-based organization and NGOs, usually ang naalaan nila is awareness and then speech about regarding sa peace, sa peacekeeping, sa dialogues, and then diplomatic relations towards sa community and to others, wala siya makakala sa ilaka. And then next is kami sa Davao City na siya in local context is kanang at least local government needs to undertake activities that promote peace and conflict resolution. Like, we hope that the young people, particularly the participants, will learn the lessons they learn during the meeting peace camp and share to others the importance of peaceful and livable community. So, sa Davao City, pagmula siya sa September 2025 na siya, is youth camp siya na collaboration siya with the PNP and the AFP and then some other professionals na ilahati invite para mag-talk sa youth camp din sa community about sa pag-integrate sa pag-resolve sa conflict na peaceful manner or peaceful way. Like usually natin is kanang ang ginagawa natin nila is kanang activities na involve youth sa community, usually mga pagula, and then kanang how do we resolve the issue, and then kasi natin is kanang mga activity kung na collaboration and teamwork sa others, like matest nila ang teamwork o collaboration in which kung pagka-problema ginawa sa nila, kung sa ginabuhat nila, ginawa sa nila ang magtama sa solution, and then teamwork nila together kung ma-upside na nila ang isa pa problema o masulban na nila. And then results is overall in the situations in the global, national, and local. Globally, peace and education have still conflicts.
environment and culture, creating a peaceful school climate requires positive discipline approaches that emphasize responsibility, self-control, and cooperation. So basically guys, dapat ang school mo ang first goal na dapat ang environment sa school when you are teaching peace education, dapat din ang environment is hindi nag-tolerate ng mga conflict, na mga like bullying or like dapat mag-foster ng respect towards sa students din because if you're a teacher mo, it doesn't mean that hindi ka mag-respect sa students. So dapat mag-respect ka para i-respect ka sa students. So sa community naman is community and systemic integration. Peace education is most effective when extended beyond the classroom. Collaboration with parents, local leaders, and government agencies strengthens initiatives and ensures sustainability. So, dapat yung mga programs that integrated ang parents, like collaboration with local leaders. Like, pareho sa mga ipaninong example na yung mga local na mga sa mga community na yung mga symposiums about how to deal with ipakita niya yung Galina, how to deal with conflicts or pwede din na teach sa students na how to deal with self-conflict versus self. Ganon siya, self versus self, self versus environment. Like, alam na natin yan guys, diba? And self versus other people, self versus the environment, they should know that. And we should know that para naman, since we are the future leaders, we are the future teachers, we should teach that to our students. So, as a solutions then, it should start from us, from ourselves. So, before tayo mag-teach na rin, dapat mag-start din sa ourselves na we should be educated, knowledgeable, we have the skills and attitude na when it comes to my conflict na nangyari sa harapan natin mismo, sa self natin mismo, alam natin kung paano siya i-handle in a way na hindi siya mag-resolve into chaos, no? So after saying self, then dyan na yung magpapalo yung family nyo. So dapat sa family nyo din, if ever na mag-away yung parents nyo and such, then you will interfere and siguro lead them. Though they are kung sila, but then you have the knowledge eh, so you have to teach them as well. So next is the insights. So first is the holistic learning. This education develops not only intellectual capacity, but also emotional and social skills such as empathy, cooperation, and respect. So ito yung sinabi ko kanina na sa peace education, dito tinutulungan tayo, tinutulungan ang mga mag-aaral na mag-develop ang empathy natin sa sarili towards others, magkakaroon tayo ng cooperation with one another, and also, syempre, respect. That's the very important. Self-respect, respect to your friends and family, sa community, and such. That is based on Paris and Mars of 2013. And then for the conflict transformation, it equips learners with the ability to transform conflicts into opportunities for understanding and growth rather than resorting to violence. So again and again, this education helps to transform conflict. Instead of away for yourself, away ka na malapot sa isa ka person, pero kailangan nyo yung pasensya, taas na pasensya. I think that's the takeaway for this lesson, to have a taas na pasensya nangyaring, walang nangyaring, war, yeah. Walang nangyaring war, walang conflict na, ganun. Okay, walang nasasayang ng buhay. Yeah. That is